There we go. All right. All right, there we go. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I was looking for my glasses. I feel a little Stevie Wonderish up in here. I was looking for my glasses. Doing my radio show last night. How's everybody doing? It's a good Friday. Happy to have you here. My name is Wayne Dupree. I am a writer with thepoliticalinsider.com. Today is Q&A Friday. If you have some questions that you want to ask us here at the Political Insider, you can ask. We are here for you. As you know, tomorrow is the first 100 days of President Obama. President Obama. President Trump. President Donald Trump. I have something to show you, and I hope that you enjoy it. But what we have, let me explain a couple things to you before, and you can also submit your questions while I'm talking. Okay, today is Q&A Friday. We usually do this. We usually allow people to ask questions on Wednesdays and Fridays, and we want to interact with you. So if we can answer your questions, we can. If not, then we'll go ahead and research it and try to put up a story about it on thepoliticalinsider.com. But I'll take those off. The media has not been reporting on President Trump's successes over the past 100 days. Again, tomorrow will be 100 days that he's been president. Many people didn't think he was going to do it. Many people didn't think he was going to be president. Many people was like, there's no way he's going to be president of the United States. Well, he surprised many people across the United States of America, and they have yet to get over it. That's because they're little whiny sissies. They're little whiny sissies, and they have yet to get over it. Now, I see some questions coming in, and I'm getting ready to take them, but I did want to show you this great video. So after I show you the video, then we'll go ahead and take some of these questions. And again, thank you. Just keep the questions coming. My team is going to be putting the questions together for us. Trump's first 100 days. This is what the media won't show you. Here we go.
The time for empty talk is over. Now arrives the hour of action.
He looked and sounded presidential.
The tone was smart.
If he finds a way to do that over and over again, he's going to be there for 8 years.
This president has taken this issue of North Korea with the seriousness it deserves.
36 ISIS fighters were killed. No evidence of civilian casualties.
Sent the message to the Syrian government, stop attacking your own people.
The Chinese left Mar-a-Lago with the clear message that this time is different.
Nullifying various Obama-era rules and regulations.
Hit it out of the park.
Great background at service as judge.
Not just very, very smart, but smooth and affable.
This has been a slam dunk.
It looked like he could have been Reagan.
President Trump has honored that commitment. He's kept his word to the American people.
Keystone Pipeline's going to go, the Dakota Pipeline's going to go, infrastructure permitting process, speed up the permitting process for manufacturing plants.
Announcing his intention to pull out of TPP.
Compromise bill is gaining support.
The biggest tax cut in U.S. history.
We will make America strong again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And yes, we will make America great again.
That's what I wanted to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what the media won't give to you. The media is not going to give that to you because they've been stuck on Russia. They've been stuck on destroying President Trump. They've been stuck on hurting his family. They've been stuck on shutting down conservative talk. The media has been going the opposite way. So that's why I decided to show you that video today. So I just want to make sure that Trump's first 100 days legitimately, tomorrow is his first 100 days. But we got some questions, and we're going to go right to them right now. Let me see. Richard Beauregard, what can be done about the Ninth Circuit Court? Richard, hopefully, President Trump said that he was absolutely thinking about probably separating or dividing that court up. I watched a whole lot of people on social media, and they were like, "Hey, listen, hold on. If you're thinking about it, just go ahead and do it. Don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it." So, a whole lot of people are for breaking the court up. I don't know if he can do it though. But I'm sure that the proposals that he was given sort of gives him a direction or avenue to go after the Ninth Circuit, because it seems like every time he does something, they're going to put something out. They didn't do it for Obama, but they're doing it for Trump. So, hopefully he'll be able to do it. He finds a proposal that doesn't seem like he's power reaching or whatnot, but he's legitimately breaking up one of the largest courts in the nation, because they have overreached. They've overreached many times. Richard Codner, are they really moving forward with paying for the wall with chopping money? Senator Ted Cruz put forth a proposal to use El Chapo's $14 billion that they seized. I didn't know El Chapo had $14 billion, and I didn't know our government seized it. So if our government seized $14 billion from El Chapo, I want to know where the money went. So I'm also thinking that Ted Cruz did that to alert the American people. We got $14 billion from El Chapo, and we need to, that money needs to go toward building a wall. I hope it does, but the bill was proposed. I haven't heard anything other than that to answer your question, Robert. Hopefully it is used to build a wall. Then they won't have no excuse. But there's already money allocated for the wall. That's what a whole lot of people don't understand. There's already money allocated for the wall. So why does Ryan want to push back the wall? Well, I don't know. Maybe Ryan has something going on with the border. I don't know. It's crazy if you ask me. Janice Lopitio, what happened? I hope I didn't mess up your name. What happened to Jesse Waters on Fox News? Well, that's kind of easy, Janice. And I've called him out for it too. He was, and how am I going to say this? He took a vacation. I guess he's trying to push off that the vacation was already in the works. But how do you start a vacation on your first week, your show's first week on TV? You're going on vacation, and you're trying to sell this show to the public. Jesse Waters a couple nights ago was talking about Ivanka Trump. The question was asked about what he thought about her speaking on a distinguished stage, or on a stage with distinguished women across the globe. And I don't think he really knew that much about it. If you look at the video and you listen to him, he starts into explaining himself, okay, or explaining what he's talking about. And then to me, he got lost. He got lost in what he was saying. So by the end of the clip, there's a clip on YouTube. At the end of the clip, it seemed like he was reaching, because nobody was responding. Nobody was laughing, because, he's a comedian. From what people tell me. So nobody was laughing, nobody was joking, nobody was saying anything. I've been in that position before to know he probably felt lost. The last sentence before he messed up, the last sentence was, President Trump is creating jobs for men, women, and children. Children? I think he got confused, but the next sentence is what got him in trouble. The next sentence was, oh, yeah, and I like the way Ivanka held that mic. What? I was like, what did he just do? You know, especially with Fox going through the sexual harassment stuff and everything, Bill O'Reilly, blah, 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 blah. When he did that, when he did that, oh, yeah, and I really like the way Ivanka held that mic. And, you know, he had that little smiling thing. It wasn't a joke to me. It wasn't a joke to me, especially with the severe implications with the severe implications that it could have touched on the studio. You know, he came back the next day with a tweet. I was just talking about Ivanka. She sounded as smooth as a jazz DJ on the radio. No, man. No. Ain't nobody falling for that. Now, Jesse Waters fans gave him parlay. Jesse Waters fans just kissed it off. Oh, he was just playing. He meant something. Y'all, man. That's what gets me about social media. They will give their own people a pass, but they'll go after somebody else. Jesse Waters was wrong. So, you know, he took vacation for the rest of the week. You know, whatever. That's what happened to him. I took it as he was gesturing and he's trying to say that he came back. You know, his fans said it was a joke, but he didn't say it was a joke. He said it was something else. He said, oh, I was just basically giving her props because she sounded like a cool, smooth jazz DJ. Ivanka Trump, well, actually, yeah. Okay. I mean, she could be a jazz DJ. But that's not what he meant. That is not what he meant. Okay. From Derek, why aren't there more conservatives and libertarians like Clint Eastwood in Hollywood? Guess what? There are. They're just afraid to come out. There are a lot of conservatives in Hollywood. There are a lot of conservatives in Hollywood. But they just are, they're scared to come out. There's a whole lot of people in Hollywood that are like libertarians. Live and let be, man. Live and let be. We don't want the government in our stuff either. Live and let be. There are a whole lot of libertarians in Hollywood. They just don't want to come out like that because most of your liberals run that stuff. You can't get a good blockbuster movie unless you are giving a donation to Planned Parenthood, standing up for LGBT, or coming out as homosexual or gay. You ain't getting no major part. That you remember a couple years ago when it was like maybe a press conference every other day. Hi, my name is. Y'all know me from my Academy Award winning movies and stuff. I just wanted to come out and say that I'm gay. So? What does that mean? I mean, all these people start coming out. Yeah, excuse me. I know this isn't popular, but I'm gay. So? You don't see no heterosexual. I'm a heterosexual. You don't see nobody doing that. You know, but that's what they were doing a couple of years ago. Hollywood is filled with conservatives and libertarians that are that they are in Hollywood. They just don't want to lose what they got. You know, you can call them cowards if you want. Terry Bryant, I love you, man. Hey, Terry, I love you too. Is Terry a female or a male? No, I love you anyway, Terry. Why is there still advertising for Obama phones and Obamacare? 2 reasons. Because they haven't taken them down yet. They haven't taken them down yet, or I mean, who's advertising? Is it on the radio? Because if it is, then the radio might not have gotten the memo yet. There are no more Obama phones. There is no more Obama phones. So, you know, they're just hanging on to a pipe dream that's gone. That's all. Thank you, Terry. I love you. Justin Burnett, why can't we audit the Federal Reserve? because our government doesn't want us to audit the Federal Reserve, Justin. They don't want to do it because somebody's going to get caught with the hand in not only their hand in the cookie jar. They are bathing in the cookie jar, Justin. They are bathing in the jar, man. They government doesn't want anybody close to the Fed. Anybody. They don't want nobody touching it. They don't. There's too many secrets in there. I'm starting to think the Illuminati's in there. But no, I'm only kidding about the Illuminati. But they listen. If they wanted to audit the Fed, they will audit the Fed. You see what they're trying to do with this Russian thing. They created a narrative about Russians with Donald Trump, and they're going after that. But they can't go after. But they can't audit the Fed. They don't want to. There's too many secrets in there. It's almost like National Treasure with Nicolas Cage. You remember that movie? I think they made 2 of them. From John. Hey, John. How you doing? Let's see. What do you think about Trump saying there's the potential for a major conflict with North Korea? You know what, John? I am very emotional about this because at the beginning of the week, I was saying, why are we worried about North Korea? North Korea is like a speckle on a map, man. There's like a little pimple on a whale's tail, you know. I mean, why are we worried about North Korea? North Korea can't do nothing to us. If they send a missile over to us, that's the last missile they send. That's it. All we have to do is, we don't even have to go nuclear. We can send a Moab over to the palace, and Kim Jong-un is going to be Kim Jong-dun. But the situation, but I was listening on the radio, man. I was listening on the radio today. And I heard some striking information, and I'm very emotional about this. And if Donald Trump is saying that there's major potential for, there's potential for major conflict, you need to trust him. You need to trust him when it comes to this. Donald Trump, they don't put anything out there unless they got something attached to it that's close to the truth. And I was listening on the radio today, and I didn't know this. I think his name is Stephen Pry, Dr. Stephen Pry. And he's been working with the government for a long time. But he says that North Korea has 2 satellites. And the satellites are capable of creating EMP bursts that could basically shut down the whole United States. We are there's no defense at the southern part of, there's entry at the southern part of the United States for that, but there's no defense to stop this if they employed it. That would knock out electricity for the majority of the United States of America. And he said, whether you believe it or not, 9 out of 10 people will die, according to the EMP, because with 300 million people that are in the United States of America, there's only about 30 days worth of food if the electronics go out. Because food is going to spoil and this and that. And I was listening to him intently. I didn't know North Korea had that capability, had the EMP capability. And I've known about EMP for a long time. I was in the Air Force. I worked with a stealth fighter. Well, I didn't work. I served with the stealth fighter unit, the F-117A, out of Tonopah Test Range. So I know about EMP, and I know what it does, and it knocks out the grid. As a matter of fact, he even went back to the 1800s and said the last time that the United States went through something like this, it was, but it wasn't deployed by a country. It was deployed by the sun. The sun let out a burst that caused all the telegraphs and all of the modes of communication to short out, short circuit, explode, burn out. And mind you, they didn't have electricity. Our country runs on electricity. Everything you got, cars, computers, cell phones, everything. And if that EMP, I mean, if they, and I've been looking all morning for it, and I've been seeing a whole lot more on North Korea's EMP thing. If that's what Donald Trump is talking about, then that's something I think we really have to worry about. But he didn't come right out and say it. And Dr. Stephen Price said Trump is not going to come out and say it because there will be mass hysteria everywhere. People will be crazy. People will be going crazy. If we have to take out North Korea, I think we need to take them out. That's just me. That's just me. All right. And I know I went a little bit beyond that, but that major conflict thing. When I heard that this morning, I kind of like, okay, all right. Like I said at the beginning of the week, I was like, man, get off North Korea and all that. If they got something like the satellites, from what I'm hearing, they have two satellites. They have two satellites that are above the United States of America ever so often. I don't know why they haven't shut them down. They haven't shot them down or anything, but it's true. All right, Kay Miller. Why doesn't Hollywood and all the pop stars donate at least 1% of their gross earnings to the National Endowment of the Arts instead of calling for more taxpayer money? Because they're selfish, Kay. They're selfish. Hollywood and all the pop stars are selfish. They would rather... Kay, check this out. Have you ever seen a telethon or one of these marathon give-a-thons that they get all these stars on, and they usually pay the stars to even come and talk. But all the stars get on there, and the stars are begging you for money. Just give $10 or give $50. We're almost there. We're almost at a record. Call in. But you don't see them ever saying, I'm writing a check for $1,000. Let's get it over. No, they're telling you to give them money. So, they're selfish, man. They don't want to give up their money, but they want you to give up yours. But then they're raising they're having $15,000 dinners for liberal presidential candidates, or $20,000. Where Barack Obama used to do dinner in one night used to make $500,000-$600,000 for dinner. I need to become a politician. That's what they need. Stephen Bunker. Would it be safe to assume that Paul Ryan is off limits, even though he is obstructing everything? I heard from a source. I have a couple White House sources, and one of my White House sources said that the next Speaker of the House should be Mark Meadows. Will be Mark Meadows of the Freedom Caucus. Paul Ryan's days are numbered, is from what I heard. Now, I can only sit back and watch, but that's what I heard. Betty Meyer. Why can't we get term limits for the House and Senate? No more career politicians. Betty, we do have, honestly, we do have term limits for our politicians. It's called elections. It's just that most of the people think that their senator or representative is okay, so they keep voting their senator or representative back in instead of just saying, you know what, you're gone, you're out. Thank you for your service. We got to put somebody else in. We can vote them out. We just don't vote them out. They are not. Politicians are not just going to say, well, let's go ahead and vote on term limits and put a expiration date on our stay up here. It's up to us to do it. We have to do it. We have to be bold enough to do it. It's just that most of us think that our politicians are not the problem. And when you have 50 states thinking that their politicians are not the problem, nobody gets thrown out of Congress. Don Kaiser, maybe Kim needs a good edge up. Your thoughts? You mean Little Kim from North Korea, Don? Maybe Little Kim needs a good edge up. Look, Little Kim needs to go. He's been threatening. He's been whining. Honestly, they need to send Dennis Rodman over there to take care of the situation, I guess. But no, I mean that EMP, Dr. Stephen Pry, if y'all could look him up and check out his videos. He's been working with the government for a long time, so he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about. What do you think of the Cowboys draft move? I don't know about the draft move. Derek, did they trade somebody? Derek, did they trade? Hurry up, because I only got I only have a couple minutes left. Did they trade somebody, or are you talking about the defensive end that they picked up? I hope they traded for Richard Sherman. Oh, you don't know. You just putting it out there. Okay. All right. Ladies and Packers traded down. Packers. Derek is a Packers fan. First 100 days. 100 days tomorrow. He's going to be in Pennsylvania. Make sure that if you can't make it to Pennsylvania, you are watching it. We might even have the video streaming here on thepoliticalinsider.com. Make sure you follow and like our page at thepoliticalinsider.com. Don't forget, we're also streaming this on YouTube. That's right, we're streaming this on Facebook and YouTube both at the same time. It's a party. My name is Wayne Dupree. I am a writer at thepoliticalinsider.com. You're going to be seeing a whole lot more of me here. If you have any questions, you can always contact us. Remember, you can also follow me on my own Facebook page. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. All right, Mr. President. Sir. Great first 100 days, sir. Let me get that tie right there. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to go, but y'all have been real beautiful. You are. God bless. Y'all have a great day.